Hi everyone, welcome to Jitandar's Biology.
Topic cardiac cycle. Cardiac cycle. See, always you know that cardiac is a term which refers to heart. Why? Because heart is made up of with the cardiac muscles. So how the heartbeat occurs, that will be known in this topic, cardiac cycle. Actually, from the 21st day, when you are in the embryonic stage, okay, when you are in the embryonic stage, from the 21st day onwards, your heartbeat starts. That means, and it continues until the death. Until the what? Death. That is, when you got death, then only the heartbeat stops. Of course, heartbeat stopping is only confirmed as what? Death. So, from the 21st day onwards in mother's womb, whenever in the embryonic stage, from that stage onwards, our heartbeat starts. That is the reason maybe in the Hindu tradition 21st day will be celebrated and your name will be given off. Okay, symbolically remember like this. Okay, 21st day onwards, when you are in the embryonic stage, that is heartbeat starts. And what in my heartbeat? How many? That is one contraction and one relaxation. One contraction, one relaxation. This contraction, when a heart is having one contraction and totally one relaxation, is equivalent to one heartbeat. This contracted stage is called as systole. It is a biological term. The contracted stage of heart is called what? Systole. And the relaxation stage is called what? Diastole. Diastole. That is systole as well as what? Diastole. One contraction, one relaxation. Okay. Is equivalent to what? Is equivalent to what? One heartbeat. Is equivalent to what? One heartbeat. So, like that, how many times can a heartbeat beat? 72 to 80 times per minute, and heart can beat, and a healthy human being heart can beat. Understood? One systole, one diastole, one contraction, one relaxation is called what? One heartbeat. And in a minute, how many times it beats? 72 to 80 times per minute. And how this heartbeat occurs means, first you have to assume. You have to what, Anna? Assume that all the four chambers of heart, you know the four chambers are there. Upper two chambers auricles, lower two chambers ventricles. All the four chambers should be in the relaxed stage. Or in the what? Relaxed stage. That is nothing but joint diastole. That is called what? Joint diastole. So, joint diastole means what? The upper auricles as well as the lower ventricles. Both are in the relaxed. Relaxed stage is called what? Diastole. So, that is joint diastole. It is not possible. If it is like that means our heartbeat is, our heart has been stopped. Actually, we are death. But assume once for the better understanding of this cardiac cycle, Nana. Okay. Now, cardiac cycle starts. Actually, cardiac cycle, in that what will happen? First, you take that is superior vena cava, SVC, and what? Inferior vena cava, IVC. These are both that is largest veins, vena cava, superior and inferior vena cavas. They bring what type of blood, Nana? Deoxygenated blood. What type of blood they will bring? Deoxygenated blood. Into whom they will bring? They will bring the blood. Actually, first they bring the blood into whom? That is heart. Into where? Right auricle. They bring the blood into what? Right auricle. And then this is a superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, bringing the deoxygenated blood into what? Right auricle. In the same time, simultaneously, you take a pulmonary vein. Pulmonary vein is bringing what type of blood? That is oxygenated blood. What type of blood, Anna? Oxygenated blood. From where? From lungs. Into whom? Left auricle. Into what? Left auricle. So, now the deoxygenated blood from all the parts of the body is collected by the superior vena cava and inferior vena cava and bringing into right auricle. At the same time, that is the oxygenated blood which has been deoxygenated blood converted into oxygenated now in the lungs. That oxygenated blood has been collected by the pulmonary vein and bringing into left auricle. So, at that time what happened? These right auricle and left auricle will get contract. They gets what Anna? Contracts. So now first stage occurs, that is a stage 1, that is the first stage. Here what will happen? Auricles. What is that Anna? Auricles. What auricles? That is right auricle as well as the left auricles gets contract. They gets what Anna? Contract. Okay, contract is also called what? Systole. What I told in the beginning? Systole. So when they are contracting, what will happen? The auricles are releasing the blood into what? Right auricle is releasing the blood into what? Left auricle. At the same time, okay, sorry, right auricle is releasing the blood into what? Right ventricle. Same time left auricle is bringing the blood into what? That is nothing but left ventricle. Into what Anna? Left ventricle. You see that between the right auricle, right ventricle, there will be a wall. What is that wall, Nana? That is a tricuspid wall. What is that, Nana? Tricuspid wall. It is allowing the blood to flow from right auricle to right ventricle. Between the left auricle and left ventricle, what will be there? That is a bicuspid wall, BV. Or it is also called a mitral wall. That is a MV. Okay, so that a tricuspid wall is opens and it is taking the blood from right auricle to right ventricle, and this BV, that is nothing but bicuspid wall is also open and that sending the oxygenated blood from left auricle to left ventricle. When they are opening, when they are being opened forcibly, okay, by force they gets opens. Okay, by force what happen? They gets open. When they gets open, this both tricuspid and bicuspid walls, with the forcibly, as the blood is coming forcibly from this auricle, right auricle, left auricle, with that force these walls will get open and the blood will be flows into right ventricle and left ventricle. So the first stage completed. Now second stage what will happen? That is a stage 2. In the stage 2 what will happen? From right ventricle the blood is going into what? Pulmonary artery. It is going into what, Anna? Pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery. Whereas that oxygenated blood from the left ventricle is going into whom? Into the aorta. Into what? Aorta. And at that time what happened? This ventricles contract now. The ventricles contract and sending the blood into pulmonary artery, and left ventricle is sending the blood into what? Aorta. When they are contracting, at that time these auricles are relaxing. The auricles are what? Relaxing. The auricles has been relaxing. So at that time what will happen? The blood is came to what? Pulmonary artery and pulmonary vein. That is blood vessels. The blood came into what? Blood vessels. Then what will happen? Now both in the second stage only actually auricles are relaxing, and in the third stage what will happen? The ventricles also relax. Now both, that is auricles as well as ventricles will get relaxed. Auricles and what now? Ventricles gets what? Relax. So that's at that time what will happen? Again it came to the first stage. That is both are in relaxed state. Now it is also came into what? Relaxed. That is for a fraction of seconds it will be. Okay, total complete not will be getting. Okay, so this in this fashion, that is the cardiac cycle will be continuously occurs, and that is called what? The sequence of cyclic process is called what? Cardiac cycle. Is called what? Cardiac cycle. Okay, so this is about the cardiac cycle, and the total time taken for this is the total time taken for this cardiac cycle is how much, Nana? That is the total time. The total time taken for cardiac cycle is 0.8 seconds of time. Whereas you take this auricles contraction, that is arterial contraction time is 0.11 to 0.14 seconds of time. Whereas ventricles contraction time is 0.25 to 0.37 seconds of time. So this is about the time period taken by what? Say that is nothing but total cardiac cycle is 0.8 seconds. Auricles contraction time 0.11 to 0.14 seconds, and ventricle time is 0.25 to 0.37 seconds of time. Overall is 0.8 seconds of time. And continuously the tissues are not in a position to take the blood continuously. In a regular interval they take, and that will takes in the form of spurts. In the form of what? Spurt. So that is nothing but in a small interval they take. That's why what happened? The blood is coming into these cells in a small intervals of spurts. That's why you feel the pulse also. That's why the blood is coming and relaxing, coming and going on. So in that way your pulse will be increasing and rhythmically increasing and decreasing. So by seeing the pulse rate also you are able to see what? That is nothing but heartbeat also. You can estimate what na heartbeat. So the arithmetic up and down of pulse is saying that the blood is receiving to the cells in the form of regular intervals called as what is spurts. Okay, so this is about the cardiac cycle. Actually this looks to be totally somewhat complicated to you, but to easify that is in a simple thing, in simple way I will say nana. First stage, second stage, third stage. First stage what happened? Auricular systole. You have to remember what it is, auricular systole. That means from auricles the blood is coming into what? Ventricles. Second stage is called what? Ventricular systole. Ventricular what? Systole. That is from ventricles the blood is coming into what? Blood vessels. Third stage is called what? Auriculoventricular diastole. Auriculoventricular diastole. So that is okay, these three stages this heartbeat will be occurs. Here one thing you have to remember, very important, that is when the auricles are contracting, this tricuspid wall and bicuspid wall will be opened forcibly. At that time we'll get a, that is a sharp sound called as a lub, and a sharp sound called what? Lub. And at the same time when the auricles and ventricles are been gets relaxing, at that time we'll get a sound called what? Dub. That means one lub and one dub. Actually that is not the, by contraction and relaxation of heart will not get that sound. By opening and closing of valves we are getting that sound. So thereby we can say one contraction, one systole, or one relaxation or one diastole is equivalent to one heartbeat. No, same manner also we can say one lub as well as one dub is also equivalent to one heartbeat, is also equivalent to what? One heartbeat. So in this manner also we can say one lub, one contraction, one systole, or one dub, one relaxation, one diastole is equivalent to one heartbeat. And what cardiac cycle I will try to explain with help of my hands nana for simple understanding. See, you take these hands and you assume this upper hand is nothing but auricles and lower hand is called what? Ventricles. The first stage what happens? Auricular systole. When the auricular systole is happening, what happens? That is the valves will be forcibly opened and send the blood into what? Ventricles. So now auricles are pouring the water into pouring the blood into what? Now ventricles. So by opening of that is valves, at that time we'll get a sound called what? Lub. Now this is called auricular systole. Now the second stage what happens? Ventricles are contracting. Ventricles are contracting. When the ventricles are contracting, what will happen, Anna? You assume this markers as a blood vessels. So when the ventricles are contracting, the blood will be entering in what? That is a blood vessels. Okay, ventricular systole occurs, the blood will enter into the these markers. Okay, that is nothing but blood vessels. And then what happens? Third stage, auriculoventricular diastole. So both auricles and ventricles gets relaxed. At that time we'll get the walls will be gets again closed. At that time we'll get the what? Sound called as a dub. So in this simple way we can also explain the cardiac cycle: auricular systole, ventricular systole, and auriculoventricular diastole. Okay. Now that is what is the relationship between the heart weight? Okay, and that is heart weight as well as a heartbeat. Heart weight and what? Heart beats. Okay, per a minute. See nana, you take example animals. First you take blue whale. The heart weight of blue whale is what? 750 kgs. It can beat how many times? 7 times per a minute. Whereas the body weight is 1,50,000 kgs. You take next animal, elephant. Elephant body weight how much? 3,000 kgs approximately. 3,000 kgs. It is a body heart weight is how much? 12 to 21 kgs. 12 to 21 kgs. How many times it can beat? 46 times per a minute. 46 times per a minute. Whereas you take a man. The man weight is how much? 60 kgs. And heart weight is how much? That is 300 grams. How many times it can beat? That is 76 times per a minute. You take coal tit. Coal tit, it is a one bird. Okay, coal tit bird. It is having how much weight? 0.8 grams. 0.8 grams. And here, so actually the body weight is 0.8 grams, and whereas the heart weight is how much? 0.15 okay grams. Okay, and it can beat 1200 times per a minute. So by this what you understood? As the heart weight decreases, the heartbeat increases. That is, the weight of the heart and number of beats are inversely proportional to each other. Now we are going to know about the blood circulation. blood circulations are of two types, single circulation and double circulation. First we will take it out, single circulation. The single circulation is also called as single circuit circulation. See, from all the parts, first of all, from all the parts, what will happen? That deoxygenated blood. What type of blood? Deoxygenated blood will be collected by the pre-caval veins and post-caval veins. What are these? Means just like that is a vena cavas in our superior vena cava and inferior vena cava in our human beings. Just like that, pre-caval veins and post-caval veins are there. These veins are bringing deoxygenated blood from all the parts of the body, and they are bringing into whom? Into the heart. They are bringing into whom? Heart. And thereby what happen? From here, the heart will be pumped that blood into the what? Gills. Into what, Nana? Gills. Why? Because the single circuit circulation will occur in what? Fishes. In the fishes, the respiratory organ is what? Gills. So that is a deoxygenated blood is coming into what? Into the gills. So in the gills, what will happen? The deoxygenated blood is converted into oxygenated. Deoxygenated blood converting into what? Oxygenated, and thereby that oxygenated blood will be carries to all the parts of the body. That oxygenated blood will be carries to the all the parts of the body, or supplied to all the parts of the body. See here, in the process of circulation, how many times the heart is receiving the blood? Only one time. So in the process of circulation, if heart receives, okay, heart receives only one time blood, then that is called what? Single circulation. Best example for single circulation is what, Nana? Fishes. What is that? Fishes. Okay. Now the double circulation, the second type of circulation is called what? Double circulation. It is also called as double circuit circulation. Double circulation or what? Double circuit circulation. In this, what will happen? Same, the deoxygenated blood from all the parts of the body. The deoxygenated blood from what? All the parts of the body. So that is deoxygenated blood from what? All the parts of the body. Carried by whom? Superior vena cava as well as what? Inferior vena cava. Superior vena cava and what? Inferior vena cava. Bringing into whom? Into the heart. Into whom? Heart. You know that inside the heart they are bringing to the right side chambers, that is the right auricle, and then from the heart, that is from the right auricle, here it is going into whom? Into the lungs. Into whom? Lungs. In the lungs, what will happen? The deoxygenated blood is converted into what? Oxygenated. So that oxygenated blood will be supplied to what? Again to the heart, that is the left auricle. Okay, that is coming to what? Left auricle carries. Again, from nothing but what? Heart. From left auricle it go to what? Left ventricle. From left ventricle it go to what? All the parts of the body. Okay. So left auricle, left ventricle, and from the left ventricle it go to what? All the parts of the body. So in this way, the blood is receiving how many times here? That is two times. That is one time the deoxygenated blood is taking from all the parts of the body by the heart, and the deoxygenated blood is sending to the lungs for oxygenation. And after the oxygenation, once again the lungs are pumping the blood into whom? Heart. So that's why the heart is receiving two times the blood. So that's why it is called what? Double circulation. And the example for this double circulation are what? That is nothing but reptiles, okay, aves, as well as mammals. As well as what, Nana? Mammals. So this type of circulation is called what? Double circulation. So these are the two types of circulation. That is single circulation as well as a double circulation. And next coming into that is blood pressure. What is that? Blood pressure. What this blood pressure can be indicated with alphabet letters, that is abbreviated as BP. That is a capital B and capital P. That is a BP. And this blood pressure can be measured with the help of a instrument. Can be measured with the help of an instrument called as a sphygmomanometer. Sphygmomanometer. Okay, sphygmomanometer is an instrument to measure our BP, that is blood pressure. And this what by this blood pressure means the pressure by which the blood flows the pressure by which the blood flows inside the blood vessels, inside the water blood vessels, is called as a blood pressure. The force with the blood is flowing inside the blood vessels, that force is called what? Blood pressure. How that force will be occurs, and that will be due to the, it is due to what? Contraction. Okay, contraction as well as relaxation. Contraction what? Relaxations of heart chambers. Contraction what? Relaxation of what? Heart chambers. What are these chambers? That is auricles and ventricles. And you take the normal BP of a person. Normal BP of a person is 120 by 80. 120 by what? 80. That is numerator indicating the systolic pressure. It indicating what? Systolic pressure. Whereas you take a denominator indicating the diastolic pressure. It indicating what? Diastolic pressure. Sir, what is this systolic pressure and what is this diastolic pressure? Means that is whenever the, I told yesterday, this auricles, this ventricles, no, when the ventricles are contracting, at that time whatever the pressure is there in these blood vessels, that pressure is called what? Systolic pressure. That is when the heart is in the contracted stage. When these ventricles gets relaxed, at that time whatever the pressure is there in the blood vessels, that is called what? Diastolic pressure. So this 120, that is mg, and that mm, that is a mercury. Why? Because in the sphygmomanometer that will be gets readed with alpha what? Mercury levels. And we can say that is in the upper arm, always the BP can be checked in the upper arm, that is above the elbow. Above the what? Elbow. Why it is checking here itself? Why? Because our blood pressure will be different in different parts of our body, but the standardized BP can be checked by keeping here in the above the elbow, in the upper arm. We are going to check that BP, where we can get the standardized blood pressure of a man. So that is the reason we are able to check at the upper arm, that is above the elbow. And moreover, if the BP is more than 120 by 80, it is more than by 120 by 80, then that is called as a hypertension. Is called what? Hypertension, or it is also simply called as a high BP. Hypertension, what? High BP. If the BP is less than 120 by 80, 120 by 80, less than that, then that is called as a hypotension. It is hyper, it is a hypotension. This hypotension is also called what? Low BP. It is also called what? Low BP. What is the reason for this high BP? Okay, these high BP reasons. What are the reasons for this high BP? Means there are various reasons are there for high BP. First one is, that is eating of more cholesterolic foods. Okay, eating of what? More cholesterolic foods, and not having the proper physical activity. Not no proper physical activities. Okay, no physical activity is there for a person, always sitting at one place, stagnant. And next, third one is, that is having mental strain and stress. Having what? Mental strain and stress. If you are being more stress, then automatically mentally worried, also that leads to high BP. And the fourth one is physical strain and stress. Moreover, if you do the than your age, you are doing more work physically also, that leads to the high BP. Physical strain and stress, mental strain and stress, no proper physical activities, that is exercises, and eating of more cholesterolic foods. And next one is, they will also, another reason is nothing but alcoholic consumptions. Okay, alcoholic consumption as well as the smoking habits. Alcoholic consumption, what? Smoking habits also leads to what? High BP. These are the reasons for high BP. And not only that, but also you take consumption of high salts. Okay, that is consuming that is a more salt food. Okay, more salts you are taking, automatically the BP also increase. These all are the various reasons for occurrence of high BP. So how to control them? Simply, that is avoiding of cholesterolic food, doing the proper regular exercises, avoiding mental strain and stress, avoid the physical strain and stress, avoiding the alcoholic consumption and smoking habits, and avoiding the more salt consumption. So simply all in front of all you have to write avoid for the remedies. As what remedies except this, that is you have to write in the second point, do the physical exercises. Do the what physical exercise. So these are the reasons for high BP and the remedies for the high BP. So this
Watching, please like, share and subscribe.